As we continue to talk about the principle of rest, I want to share with you something that happened with me just recently that gave me a completely new perspective on this topic. I'm like you. I've been learning for several years now how to rest in the Lord and just not be stressed out and maxed out all the time. I've been learning how to take things one day at a time. I've been learning how to be content with, today is today, tomorrow will take care of itself. Those are all things that are wrapped in this idea of rest. Not too long ago, I was on a retreat, and on this retreat, I was blessed to encounter my Heavenly Father in a way that was quite life-changing for me, because I really feel like that I was placed in a state of rest. My physical body, my mind, everything was just like emptied out of all the stress, emptied out of all the anxiety, emptied out of all the need to be constantly thinking about, what do I got to do tomorrow? What's got to happen here? Man, what am I going to do about this problem? What about that issue? What about this person? I was able just to decompress and unplug from that insanity. And in that place, I really felt like the Lord let me feel what it felt like to be in rest. It was pretty remarkable. I can't even describe it to you in words, quite frankly. But in that place, I was just hearing from the Lord and listening and looking at what God was saying to me about my future, about some next steps in my life. And I have to confess to you, because I'm a high D personality style, I was looking for the download. I wanted a specific blueprint for this, and this. I wanted to get the plans and the layout and the strategic deal for 2 or 3 major projects I had going on. That's what I had gone into this thing hoping for, but God had a different idea. He wanted to show me what rest looked like. So that particular day, the Lord spoke some very dear things to my heart. That evening, I was sharing with some of my friends that I was on this retreat with the things that I felt like God had spoken to me that day. And I was excited. It was glorious. It was some big things that He had shared. And I shared all those, and they were all celebrating with me and all encouraging me. Man, that's just incredible. And then I threw in the big word, the but word. We always tend to ruin a good thing with a big but. And I said, but man, I was really hoping today that I would get this, and this. A very dear friend, someone who I respect a great deal and that loves me a lot, loves me enough to say hard things to me, kind of stepped up to my face and got right here in my grill and said, man, what is your problem? Because I just spent 15, 20 minutes sharing with them what God had done in my life and in my heart that day. And he said to me, what is your problem? He says, why can't today just be enough? Why is it not enough that you can just rest in what God spoke to you today, rest in what God showed you today, rest in what you accomplished today? Why can't today just be enough for you? I have to tell you, I was smitten in my heart, because in that moment I realized how ungrateful I was. I realized how out of focus I was. I realized that I had just dismissed the significance of today, and I had embraced the worry of tomorrow. I had tossed out all the good that I had just received so that I could consider and think about and try to figure out what I needed to do on this other thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a horrible way to live your life. But I would say to you, most of you do that. Most of us live our life not simply saying in our hearts, whatever you have for me today, it's enough. Whatever today holds, it's enough. Whatever you say today, I'm going to rest in that, knowing that whatever tomorrow holds, you are very capable of speaking to me concerning tomorrow. If you guided my steps today, you can guide my steps tomorrow. If you provided for me today, you can provide tomorrow. If you made sure that everything was lined out as I was walking this out today, you're going ahead of me, and tomorrow is already taking care of itself. I want to say to you, don't drag tomorrow's clouds into today's sunshine. Today, it's enough. Rest. Rest. and enjoy what God is doing in your life one day at a time. My name is Brian Holmes. Thanks for joining us, and I look forward to speaking with you again very, very soon.